I wanted to ask, what is the role of the woman in the world in general? What is so special about a woman that does not exist in a man? Are there things in the world that a woman does and that she doesn't know that it takes place in the world thanks to her? And another question, why do men, in my opinion, tend to show that they always know better than women, but eventually they admit that the woman was right, and they don't learn from it? They simply keep on showing that they know more. It seems a bit childish on behalf of the men. That is why it is written about Abraham, all that Sarah tells you, listen to her. Why? Because the man is the subject of correction especially. And the woman, she prepares the whole correction. Without a woman, we cannot continue from generation to generation. How would have we continued? Imagine, no woman, no next generation. Obviously, but no man, no next generation. Yes, but a woman that procreates, she does the act itself, the birth and all the treatment of children, and she grows. She prepares humanity for corrections, no matter what you say. She feels a drop of seed from the man, and then from this drop of seed she prepares a great person which stands in the beginning of his life, and he can continue his life onwards, and then it depends upon him how he goes through life. It all comes on account of the woman. And therefore it's possible to say that by this she is the main part of creation, because all of this preparation is the main thing, the fundamental thing. And afterwards the problem is that men have to especially make corrections. And unfortunately, a woman, she does her part. She also has a part in spirituality besides this, but the main thing in this life, she does this. And men, later on, instead of taking these bodies and correcting them, they corrupt. And therefore our world is corrupt due to men, and nonetheless will be corrected thanks to women. It at least advances thanks to women. Okay, now, why is there this inclination? First of all, you agree with the Torah that men have something built in within them. They always has to show that he's smarter than the woman, and she will always be right, and this is like a wheel. Is it this way? Yes, it's truly so, till you come to the completion of one another in the spiritual development. Before the completion, why is it so? Why do men always feel that they know better than women? It results from the root of the soul, the man's root of soul. It comes from the power of bestowal, but it is corrupted in us, and therefore men think that they know how to do things, how to execute things, and however in a woman, her root of the soul, it comes from the will to receive, to fulfill it herself, and then in our lives it comes in a corrupt way, so that she as if waits till she receives the fulfillment. And in the spiritual development it begins to correct and connect together. In corporeality we're as if opposed to one another. In spirituality we cannot develop being opposed to one another, but we have to complete each other. And therefore within each and every one there is a male and female part, and also in our development as humanity towards spirituality, suddenly you begin to discover that without the female part the group of men is incapable. This is what we're talking about today. When we reach the general correction of humanity, we're now in the beginning of the correction, so without the female part we cannot advance. Moreover, necessarily women, they actually come to the feeling of necessity in the correction of the soul, and this is the foundation to the proper development. Why it was said to Abraham to listen to Sarah in each and everything? She is as if more quiet. The woman, she doesn't make a lot of rackets, but she has more wisdom of life because she's more connected to nature. A man, he's more in imaginations and his different games. When you transcend, they as if are a bit off the ground, and the woman, she's closer to the ground, and therefore everything she says is according to the laws of nature, and we're in the laws of nature. So if a man does his actions as he wishes to attain and do and achieve according to the woman's advices, he'll succeed.